All right, so now we're on to solving equations part B. Our steps are pretty similar. We're still going to draw a line down our equal sign, notice operations, undo the operations, but this is where things get a little bit trickier. Today we're dealing with two-step equations. So once I draw my line down my equal sign, I know I need to focus my attention on the side with the variable, which means I'm looking at this side. And things look a little bit more complicated here because we're not just dealing with one number, we have two numbers in this problem. So the first thing I'm going to do is notice. I notice that we have an addition by 5. I also notice that we have this 2m. Whenever you have a number and a variable next to each other like this actually means 2 times m. So I see both addition and multiplication in this problem, which means I need to undo both of those operations. But here's the trick. I'm going to work in the reverse order of operations. So normally when you are evaluating expressions, first we do any parentheses, and then any exponents, then we do all multiplication and division, and then we do all addition and subtraction. When you're solving equations, what you're actually doing is you're undoing PEMDAS or going in reverse, which means first I want to deal with any addition or subtraction that I see. The addition or subtraction that I see is a plus 5 or a positive 5. So now I need to undo a positive 5, which means I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. Positive 5 and negative 5 are exact opposites. They make 0. 13 minus 5 is 8. 8 is equal to 2m. Now that I've dealt with my addition and subtraction, I need to go backwards and look for multiplication or division. I see 2m, which I know means 2 times m. The opposite of multiplication is division, so instead of multiplying by 2, I need to divide by 2. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. One thing that you need to get used to in advanced mathematics is that division, we actually stop using this symbol, and we start using a fraction bar instead. The fraction bar just means divide. Because if you think about a division symbol, check it out. It's just like something over something else. Dividing, fractions, it's all connected. So anyway, 2 divided by 2 is just 1. So now I'm left with 1m on this side by itself. 8 divided by 2 is 4. To check my work, I can substitute this value back into my original equation. So I know it's supposed to be 13 is my answer. 2, I'm going to substitute in 4 plus 5. Now check it out. I'm going to do PEMDAS, but in the right way. So first I'm going to start by multiplying. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 equals 13. So I know I got the right answer. Let's look at our next example. Our next example is negative 8 plus 3m equals 1. Again, I'm going to start by drawing my line down my equal sign. And I focus my brain now on the side with the variable, which is this side. In order to get m by itself, I need to first notice what's happening to m. I notice that there's a negative 8, so it's really being like subtracted by 8. That's what that negative 8 represents. And then 3m means that it's being multiplied by 3. So now I need to do order of operations, but in reverse. First, I'm going to deal with any addition or subtraction. Well, I see that negative 8. That's like my addition and subtraction. The opposite of a negative 8 is a positive 8. So I add 8 to both sides. Negative 8 and positive 8 make 0. They cancel out. I am left with 3m is equal to 9. I know that 3m means 3 times m. So the inverse of multiplying by 3 is dividing by 3. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 makes 1. I'm left with 1m equals, or m by itself, equals 9 divided by 3 is 3. To check my work, I can just plug it back into my original equation. I plugged in a 3 for m. 3 times 3 is 9. Negative 8 plus 9 is 1. So I got my correct answer. My third and final example. If 26 equals 10 minus 4m. So I'm going to draw my line down my equal sign. I focus my brain on the side with the variable, so I'm really just paying attention to this right here and noticing what's happening to m. Well, I see there's a -4 in front of it. Remember my Beyonce? To the left. That's not just a 4, it's a -4. So m is being multiplied by -4, and I see a positive 10. I look to the left. There's nothing in front of that 10, so that means it's a positive 10. When I think about my order of operations, I need to do it in reverse, which means I need to deal with any addition or subtraction first, and the multiplication has to come last. So the first thing I'm going to do is deal with the 10. This is a positive 10. The opposite of a positive 10 is a -10. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. Positive 10 and -10 make nothing, they cancel out. 26 minus 10 is 16. Now what's left over on this side? This is not a -4m, this is a -4m. Remember Beyonce, we look to the left, that sign is attached to the 4, so this is a -4m. So -4 times m equals 16. The opposite of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide both sides by a -4. -4 divided by -4, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. 16 divided by 4 is 4. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. -4 is my final answer. So now is your turn to try some practice problems. If you need to take a step back and remember some of your properties of multiplication and division with integers, please ask for help in your Zoom room.